What do you see? Some of you may see a hallway as perceived three-dimensionally. The shaded area is far away from you and you are walking towards it, while others may see a cut-off pyramid. This time, the shaded area appears to be forward. The tips of the pyramid has been removed. What is interesting here is, if you see a hallway, you may not notice that there is an alternative. You take the hallway for granted and expect everyone sees it as you do, and you don't understand why other people see it differently. The reality is, things can be seen in multiple ways. Phenomenography studies developed by Professor Ferris Marton in Sweden aim to find out the qualitatively different ways learners see a specific topic to be learned. The outcomes of phenomenographic study are a set of ways of seeing and a collective sum. Simple Chinese characters were created according to the outward appearance of the things they stand for. For example, this is the character for mouth. Then, compound characters are made up of two or more characters. Here, two characters were combined to form a new compound character that means to eat. A component in a character sometimes, but not always, signifies that the meaning of the compound character is related to that of the component. In this example, to eat is related to mouth. We use the mouth to eat. If you ask teacher what characters will they use if they have to teach the topic of characters with a mouth to a class of children, from my experience, they would usually reply with characters like to eat, to blow, to drink, and so on. They believe to teach characters with a mouth, they should use characters with meanings related to mouth. But the results of our phenomenographic study led us to think differently. In our study, we asked the question, what characters with a mouth means to children? We observed a class of K3 children in a kindergarten, and the children were asked to identify characters with a mouth. Here is what we found. There are 4 categories of characters which reflect 4 ways of seeing of children. Category A contains characters with a mouth and having meanings related to mouth. Examples are to eat and to shout. The characters here are what teachers who are themselves fluent in Chinese often come up with. Category B contains characters with a mouth, but their meanings are not related to mouth. The component mouth in these characters does not serve the function of signifying the meanings of the characters. Examples are course, other, same. Category C is the character for mouth of its own. Category D contains characters with a portion that look like the character for mouth, that is, a square. Examples are sun and field. Can you see the 5 mouths in the character for field? The implication of the results of our phenomenographic study is clearly that teachers should clarify with children characters with a mouth do not always have their meaning related to mouth. More generally, teachers' understanding of children's ways of seeing is of crucial importance. Teachers cannot directly transmit or cram their ways of seeing into the minds of children. It's not enough for teachers merely to know what they want children to learn. Teachers also need to know the existing children's ways of seeing. This is how phenomenography, as a study of children's way of seeing, contributes to the knowledge of pedagogy. Over the past 3 decades, I have applied the results of my research in designing instructional software for children to learn Chinese characters. These software products are well received by kindergartens and primary school. My research also enabled me to provide consultancy service to local and overseas projects of commercial firms, such as toy manufacturer and textbook publisher, on the production of educational materials. The results of my research are also disseminated to teachers and parents in Hong Kong, Macau, mainland China, etc. through teacher education programs, professional development programs, school-based supported projects, teacher conference, staff development day, parents talks, and others. My research has also been published in a wide range of international journals, in both English and Chinese as well. I have made invited presentations, partially or wholly sponsored, in conferences in Hong Kong, Singapore, and the United States. My research is more than a one-way application of phenomenography in learning Chinese characters. In the reverse direction, my research has also fostered advances in the development of phenomenography itself as a research approach, bringing up stimulating discussion in phenomenography conferences.